It's an iconic spot.
Since 1937, my grandfather opened it.
And then
Karen Rempel has been coming here since she could tie her own shoelaces.
it's really good shrimp.
It's just fresh.
So it's gonna be $13.34.
But while JB's Drive-In offers a window to our past, Greeley's future is growth, sometimes at warp speed.
When I grew up here, 23rd Avenue was the end of town.
The traffic, is crazy.
If you haven't noticed, Greeley and Fort Collins are experiencing an explosion of growth.
It has just been almost as consistent as gravity.
Greeley now has 107,000 people, Fort Collins 175,000, and the State Demographics Office is predicting both will double in size over the next 20 to 30 years.
Up here in northern Colorado, there's a new growing metro area that basically we'll affectionately refer to as NoCo.
When I moved to Greeley in 1971, we were 40,000 people. We're 107 today.
It's a hot spot in part because of Metro Denver's affordability crisis.
The alternative becomes northern Colorado, which is just 45 minutes away.
Richard Werner with Upstate Colorado says there's a common expression here: move until you can afford to stop. In Denver, people commonly move to the burbs to find cheaper homes. In northern Colorado, you start at the foothills and move east. In Fort Collins, the median home price is now $410,000. As you get further east, the values drop. In Windsor, the median home price is $380,000. And by the time you get to Greeley, the median price is $271,000. Still expensive, but $140,000 cheaper than Fort Collins. The unemployment rate in NoCo is lower than the state average, just 2.6%.
And that's good, but as we have growth, we need to have jobs.
The growth represents progress to some, a nightmare to others.
Depends on who you ask, right?
The tensions associated with it are enormous.
Growth is pushing water resources to the brink and gobbling up farmland used to grow our food.
Lettuce and peppers and onions and carrots.
Don't take just anyone's word for it. Take it from a journalist who knows a few things about this area. My great-great-grandfather built this house north of Greeley and just outside of Eaton in 1904. And my first cousin Joey and his family still live here. And my other great-great-grandfather on the other side bought this house and this farm in 1914. This farm sits on the other side of Eaton, and my brother and his family still live here. My own family is conflicted about the growth.
Well, at first I was against the growth.
Growth is good for the economy because that means people are finding jobs. But from an agricultural perspective, it means the land is shrinking.
Well, maybe the next generation doesn't get an opportunity to farm, but that's okay. They can do something else, selling the land and the water.
They always say that the last crop you'll ever grow is rooftops.
So what's contributing to the growth? It's everything you might expect: the mountains, the sunshine, and a business environment second to none.
It's a beautiful place to live. I don't blame them for coming.
In Fort Collins, formerly small businesses like New Belgium Brewery and Otterbox have mushroomed into some of the most successful corporations in the world. Fort Collins doesn't even offer incentives packages to new businesses. It doesn't have to.
Our priority is business retention, actually, and expansion.
In Greeley and Weld County, businesses like a new Smucker's Uncrustables factory and Leprino Cheese are the driving forces.
The world's largest mozzarella cheese factory is on its third expansion.
Small business is booming too.
And let it all the way out, drop those arms. Good. Good job.
Alexia Peak launched her chiropractic clinic in Greeley 8 years ago. Since then, it's grown by 900%.
It's the people here and it's the leadership here that make it such an attractive place to live. There's blue collar, there's professionals, there's families, and they're all open to what I have to offer.
Alrighty, I'll just grab your signature piece.
Back at JB's.
So that's my grandfather, Jess Benjamin. They called him Jesse B.
The atmosphere seems to turn back time, offering diners a brief escape from the reality of their changing world.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.